Good morning, members. I hope everyone's well. It's just about 8:30 here on Wednesday morning, and look at this. What a beautiful sunrise we have here today. Hopefully you can see that. I think the camera's trying to level itself out. Apologies. I'm just currently stood on the 6th fairway. You can see down at the bottom we're just cutting the greens and approaches this morning. So in-house today we've got Paul cutting greens, Ben cutting approaches, we've got Tom spraying greens and approaches behind them. We're putting a little bit of fertiliser out. It's incredible really. I've just swapped over to urea fertiliser. We use this normally in the height of summer. Obviously we're still in April, but due to the temperatures I've had to change up the form of nitrogen that we're using to fertilise everything because we don't have any scorch element to the turf. We're also cutting tee banks this morning, and Rob's out changing holes. He's putting out new flags and new cups. We wanted to put out new pins today as well, but there was a slight hiccup on the ordering of that one, so they're going to be here tomorrow, so we'll put the new pins out Friday as well. So by close of play Friday you'll have new pins, new cups and new flags out on the golf course. From a project point of view, we are really cracking on with our snagging list this week. So the bunker contractors are currently down on the 3rd. They're finishing off the 3rd drain line between 3 and 4, and then the rest of this week they're going to pick up on all the areas where we're not really happy with. You may have noticed there's been a bit of debris left around, which is very frustrating, but this week we're going to get on top of all of that. With the irrigation side of things, obviously we're nearing the end. We're nearing completion of both projects. You'll notice that the tank is all down. We're just finishing off installing the small breaker tank and the kiosk. And now I mentioned it before, but we're now waiting for Scottish and Southern Electric to come and move the meter from our old pump house wall into the new kiosk. So the time frames are now in their hands, which is a shame. But I've got my final walkthrough with the contractor and our irrigation consultant tomorrow. This is just to make sure we're happy with the workmanship. Obviously we've been managing the system now since sort of middle of February really, so we've been using it as we see fit in-house because it is our system. But tomorrow's handover or final walkthrough is just to make sure everything is as per the design. So we're literally going to walk around head by head and make sure everything is where we want it to be. Also in-house this week, you may have noticed we have started work to some of the soil piles or some of the wear areas in and around the golf course. We're coring these, we're seeding them, we're fertilising them, we're adding soil, and you'll hopefully see that we're GURing them more as we go as well. And also, big news, we've put new mirrors up on the 14th and the 7th hole. This has been quite a long and lengthy process. So I pulled them down probably last October, November time to give them a good clean. Realised that the mirrors were not in great condition. Cleaned them and it didn't make any difference whatsoever. So we had to get some mirrors made, sort of bespokely made to suit our frames, and they arrived yesterday morning. So I literally made sure I freed somebody up to go and put those out. So you may notice when you're on 7 or 14, we got some new mirrors there now as well. But yeah, lots going on the golf course. I'm looking ahead at the forecast. It looks like we might have a little bit of rain knocking around back into next week, which will take a little bit of pressure off of our irrigation system and ultimately, hopefully, fill up the reservoir a little bit because we don't want to be looking to rely on mains too much this season. So hopefully we can get a little bit of a break in this weather just to recoup some of the water that we've already used. But that's really it from me. I hope everyone's well, hope everyone enjoys this weather, and we'll see you on the course.